Welcome, beautiful seekers. Welcome, beautiful souls, to this timeless reading. So if you've clicked on this video, there is frequency and resonance happening, and this message is meant to receive you at this point in time. So it doesn't matter when you receive it, it is meant for you. And there is definitely something that you need to hear from this. So I'm going to be pulling from the auspicious symbol oracle deck. Beautiful, beautiful oracle deck. Picked it up from this beautiful shop that sells all this crystals and spiritual stuff. So I'm pulling from the auspicious symbols oracle deck, and it says it's for luck and healing. So I feel like in this time and space, we definitely need a little bit of luck. And just like that, the universe is resonating with what I'm saying. So you've got here the lucky clover. Find the lucky 4-leaf clover and know that good luck is on your side. And right off the bat, I am telling you, you are stepping into a moment where the universe is offering you a gift. A window of synchronicity, of opportunity, of possibility. The lucky clover. It reminds you that right now you are aligned with the energy of luck. This is definitely not a random accident. It's actually as a result of your openness. You are resonating right here with the 4-leaf clover. And you are resonating with the signs and symbols around you. And if you can take a moment to pause and reflect, you can actually get what you've been wishing for. And so you kind of have to have a moment and figure out, what have you been wishing for? Ask the question, what have you been wishing for? Is it something that is in alignment with what you're asking for? So you're being invited to actively participate in your own destiny. And by visualizing your desires with clarity, with intention, the clover reminds you that when you trust the process and stay alert to all the synchronicities around you, the universe works in your favor. So kind of like look for the patterns and the repeating symbols, or even the unexpected coincidences that guide you sort of closer to your goals. So if you needed that nudge to say, oh, I want to go do this, or I have this really amazing, interesting dream about bringing this creative idea, but by the word creative, I don't mean necessarily art, but we are creating all the time. So whatever it is that you're trying to bring through you. So there's always little breadcrumbs from spirit gently nudging you towards this dream and idea that you're trying to bring into this 3D reality, into our realm of reality. And so basically take a moment and listen. And listening doesn't just mean, oh, I'm keeping quiet, I'm trying to listen. Listen is with every part of your being, with all your 5 senses. Listen. There are breadcrumbs being left for you to nudge and say, yes, carry on going down that road. This is your lucky clover guiding you. Your spirit guides, your higher self is nudging you down that path. So you are definitely on that path and you're moving in that direction, and there are nudges from the universe. So what are you picking up? What funny synchronicities are popping up for you on your path, on your every day? You know, what signs are you picking up? Start journaling those signs and see what comes up for you as you move through this interesting phase in your life. I know it's been quite crazy for a lot of us during this time, but it's also a time when you need to take a moment to look at everything, because in all the chaos, there are these beautiful little synchronicities and possibilities that are coming through. But if you're not going to take a moment to slow down and align with those energies, you're going to miss out on something amazing. So I'm going to pull out another oracle card from the infinite wisdom, or what shall I say, infinite wisdom of the chakras. Beautiful deck as well. You can have a look there. That's the back of the cover. And the card that comes out for you, and I think this is quite an alignment here, is insight, spiritual teacher. Connect with a spiritual teacher and tap into higher wisdom. So there is definitely a divine connection that's happening here with you. And I almost have this feeling that life is trying to happen through you. So you've had all these amazing visions, or you're trying to set these intentions, and spirit and life and consciousness and the universe is trying to work through you to experience itself through your intentions and through what you want to create. So this card really brings a powerful message that you are not walking alone on this path. You have access to higher wisdom and spiritual guidance now in this time to connect with. And whether through meditation or prayer or just simply in quiet reflection, you are really being encouraged to seek that insight from spiritual teachers. And that can be both in the physical or spiritual realm. So the presence of the crown chakra in this reading really signifies that you are in the phase of like this awakening. And it's you as this individual, but also collectively, there's little flowers opening up and people are like awakening to their power and awakening to, wow, this is bigger than what I thought. It's not just gotta do this, gotta follow this rule. It's bigger and it's magical. And you are being drawn to teachings of ascended masters, your Buddhas, I mean, even Jesus. You might even find wisdom in the words of like contemporary guides, people who are in our current time experiencing everything with us. Beautiful teachers are with us now as well. So these teachers remind you that your inner light is always accessible and that the knowledge that you seek resides within you. And it's almost like I want you to repeat this sort of affirmation statement. I call on the highest teaching and guidance available to me right now. And as you can use this mantra every time you kind of need an answer or you need direction, you feel like, yeah, I'm not kind of sure where I'm going, ask for that guidance and ask for a little bit of synchronicity or show me the way. Ask them to show you with the way. Am I going, down the right path? And the lucky clover might pop up, for example, in something or somewhere in, all these funny places. So be aware of your space. Drop into yourself. Connect with your physical realm and with your spiritual realm and use this mantra, and it will help you to open up the channels for divine insight and bring you some peace and clarity and even deepen your understanding of what your purpose is right now. And during this chaotic time, sometimes it's where we find ourselves. And literally, we find ourselves in chaos, but we also find ourselves, our deeper, truer selves, our higher connection to our higher selves. So I'm going to pull out some tarot now, just to get more clarity on this reading. I think it is an amazingly powerful reading. It does truly speak to where we are currently in our times, and it can feel like it's quite a time of a lot of turmoil. But remember, before the quiet is usually the storm. But how do we handle the storm? How do we weather the storm? Do we see it as a storm, oh my gosh, my whole world is crashing down, or do we see it as an opportunity to rebuild, an opportunity of life and birth, of ending and beginning? So let's pull out the first card, and absolutely, it does resonate. 7 of Cups. So you are definitely at a crossroads. and you are really truly being surrounded by a lot of possibilities. And if you haven't sensed this feeling, again, there's this nudge for you to quiet the mind a bit and find yourself in slow down. Just slow down a little bit with everything that you do. If you don't know how to slow down with your mind and your heart, slow down in whatever you are doing. So you can find those practices by literally slowing the breath down, talking slower, eating slower, and you automatically start to find that slowing down and allowing yourself to drop into this moment of where the possibilities lie. So now with the Seven of Cups, it does symbolize a lot of richness in your options. So you've got a lot of options before you, but it also kind of warns you of the illusion that can cloud your vision. So as you can see here, each cup represents sort of like a path of love, wealth, spirituality, ambition, even temptation. And which one calls to you the most? Not just high level, really sit down, slow down, and kind of figure out what is calling you at this point in time and what is truly speaking to your soul, to your heart. There is this surface level where we automatically go ambition, money, wealth, right? But on a deeper level, if you go and run and acquire those things, you'll start to realize that sometimes those things don't solve your problems. Yeah, solve the problems now, but we'll still get to the deeper side of things and realize, oh, yeah, all this money didn't do much for me, hey? It's actually got me digging some more. So really get to the core of it and try and figure out right now, what is Spirit asking you to look at beyond the surface of these choices? Not everything that glitters is gold, you know that saying? And some options may lead you to distraction rather than true fulfillment. And this card is reminding you to connect with your higher self and to really discern what truly is aligned with your soul's purpose and to trust your intuition. So when you've got that gut nudge or a synchronicity that's come through to you, a message that's like, is that a coincidence? No, my dear darling, that's not a coincidence. You are being guided. So choose wisely something that will lead to lasting happiness. So yeah, so that's the message there with the Seven of Cups. I'm going to pull the next card here. And interesting, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, 7-7. Interesting number. And the Seven of Pentacles, I see here as patience and growth. Definitely that energy of patience. So as you consider your choices, the Seven of Pentacles is encouraging you to step back and evaluate your progress, see what you've done, see the seeds that you've planted, evaluate if these are the seeds that you do actually want to start to harvest at some point, or do you want to quickly realign and have a look at your relationships, have a look at your career. How do I want to cultivate it? Am I moving in the right directions? Are my relationship fulfilling? What am I not bringing to the table, but we often have so much that we project onto others, and I want a relationship like that. But do you have that relationship with yourself first? We don't ask for something, we are becoming it first before we can ask for it. So there's a lot of information coming here. It's really time for you to reflect. And that's that December energy. That's that reflection energy, right? I know it's December right now, and maybe some of you might watch it another time. But wherever you are, this is the energy that you're going to be in, right? So it is definitely time for you to start looking at what you want to grow, what you want to bring in. But again, remember, growth is patience. And I love, I've always been a person who wants to run, get things done. But I've also enjoyed the moments where you are slowing down, you are reflecting, you are being patient, and you are actually allowing the process to unfold. Because then you're not in a frantic rush trying to get somewhere, going fast nowhere, I don't know, but really allowing the process to unfold like a beautiful seed that will flower up. and eventually turn, the plant will grow, and the bud will grow, and the flower will open. And then as the flower opens, you realize, oh my goodness, the bud falls down and it turns into a fruit that you get to enjoy. So most rewards really do take time to manifest, but it's for you to get into alignment. You always use that time to get into alignment, because as you get into alignment, you're going to see what's going to happen. Things start to move a little bit quicker. So you don't want to be in that energy of moving quick when you don't know where you're going. So this card really invites you to reflect on work you've already done and assess whether your current path is still in alignment with your goals. Has the goalpost maybe moved? Do I need to change my activities, how I am? Who am I? What am I trying to become? Who is that person who has reached that specific place or has created that specific thing, and start to embody that energy? Are you putting in energy into what truly matters? Are you spreading yourself too thin? The key here is really finding that balance, trusting the process, and staying actively engaged in nurturing this dream of yours. So I'm going to pull out the next card for you, and we have got the Hierophant, definitely speaking to the two oracle cards that we have just received. And with the Hierophant, it appears as a beacon of spiritual guidance and wisdom. This card reinforces the message of the insight that we received here, right? Where you are either seeking, or a spiritual teacher or mentor will kind of come through in your path and resonate with you. And the Hierophant represents the wisdom of the structures and rituals and sacred teachings of our either descendant or current spiritual teachers on this earth. So you are being called to explore the frameworks that have guided you on your sort of spiritual path right now, and also look at how other spiritual seekers have been guided by whatever frameworks have been put in place, right? So whether it's through books or ancient texts or community or practices or even personal mentorship, this is time to root yourself in certain practices so that you can elevate and understand yourself better, understand the divine and where we are connected. This comes in these teachers can come in the form of gurus, wise teachers, and both in the physical realm and the spiritual realm, like I had mentioned, and also your books, your texts, your readings, a lot of places. So it doesn't have to be a physical teacher that will come forward for you, but it can come in different forms. And it's really a time for you to reevaluate. In fact, it's not even a time. It's going to actually force you into a place, not force, but nudge you into a place where you are reevaluating your belief systems. You are reevaluating what your former ideologies were, your perspective on life. And with that information that comes through to you, it really might shift the way you look at life. And the Hierophant also asks you, are you ready to share your wisdom with others? So as you start to gain the wisdom and as you start to see it reflecting in how you navigate the world and how you create and how you bring forth whatever into this physical realm, you start to learn and you start to become wiser. And how do you step into that teacher role? Because it doesn't mean that you have to go up and become a physical teacher and become a guide, but people that are always around you, how do you share information? What nuggets of truth are you leaving with people to try on and see if it fits for them as well? So that card is really it really signifies you having that pause, and as you go into that state of pause and reflection and realignment, there's this new wisdom that comes through, a teacher, a wise person, and I feel like if you're a spiritual person as well, you'll almost sort of get connected to your higher self, and you'll start to receive a lot of messages and downloads and start aligning your path really fast is what I'm picking up. Interesting. Fast is the word that I got. So I'm going to pull the next card out, and fast is is the word that came through, and fast is definitely what's going to happen after you get into those aligned energies and you start receiving downloads almost, and you start receiving messages from higher self, from wise teachers, and we enter into that momentum and alignment. So this card really signifies that swift movement of progress and alignment and divine timing. And after the deliberation of like the Seven of Cups and the patience of, or the patience of the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles and the guidance of the Hierophant, then we've got the Eight of Wands, which is that energy that is swift. It's shifting, and once you make your choice and align with your highest purpose, events will unfold in front of you so rapidly. And I must tell you, what an auspicious time that it is. We cannot deny the energies of where we are on earth right now. We are truly feeling this deep awakening, and sometimes waking up is not so nice. It can be, you wake up in the morning, you feel all tired and groggy, and you're like, what is going on? I mean, was I asleep? What is going on? But it is such a beautiful time too. So even in the chaos, it is equally such a powerful time. And so I'd like to urge you to use this December period to align with your wiser self or your higher self and your spirit guides, and align with your purpose. And sometimes the purpose isn't something physical that you're going to do, because I think we've been trained in this life to think that your purpose is to do something or become something, but you are already that, and that is that alignment that you need to be that which you are already, and become awakened to that, and then watch the world unfold in front of you. So amazing time. We have the new moon coming on the 31st of December, New Year's Eve. What a beautiful time. And it's such a beautiful time to set intention, to bring the new in, and to use this energy that is being presented to you right now to align. So if you do get this message before the 31st of December, try and set some intentions. Try and, if you journal, write down some of your intentions, and allow this time to really use the energy to bring in the new. This is truly the got a bit cut there. So this is truly the universe that is responding to you right now for clarity. And I think we're going to get cut, but I'll be fine. 2 minutes, I'll be done. So this is the universe responding to clarity and to focus on opportunities, to get alignment. It could even mean physical travel. It may be a way of sort of an energy propelling you towards your goals. So really be ready to act during this time. Not a time for hesitation when you get to this point, and you'll know it. You will know it intuitively that this is the time to act. Trust that momentum. It's taking you exactly where you need to go. You are literally the vehicle of life experiencing itself. And so go on that ride. Trust the process. You've set your intention. Move when it's time to move. And you are going to be surprised when you kind of look back and not hesitate and not be in fear, where life will take you. Life wants to live through you. So remember, you are a divine being of light and frequency. And the affirmation that I'd love to leave with you today, affirmation that I would like to leave with you, is to trust in the signs of the universe. I trust in the signs of the universe. I align with my highest purpose, and I embrace the flow of divine timing with wisdom, patience, faith. I step confidently into my next chapter. So trust yourself. You are exactly where you need to be. And thank you so much for staying tuned to the end of this reading. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if it resonated with you. And I've left 2 amazing links to 2 beautiful spiritual teachers, channelers, psychic mediums. I'll leave the link below, Sacred Source and Juan, and I keep getting cut, but I will continue. So I've left 2 links in the description below of two beautiful readers. I both utilize them for my readings. I've recently had a reading with Juan, who is a psychic medium, so he does amazing readings. So check out their links below, and obviously my mother, Hedge Witch Tarot. And thank you for staying to the end. Thank you all, sending you all love and unconditional love and light and clarity. Mwah.